Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here at Signature Esports, and a pleasure it is to have you live and in charge. Words are hard. For somebody lunatics on, yeah, it's it's fun.
It's Friday.
It is. I'm fried. Good to see you. Check out King of the Lunatic and all they've got going on. When it comes to wraps and merch design, he is a guy that I'm going to give you I'm going to give all the props of the world. He is out there killing it, and make sure you check him out. Please make sure you check him out out there everywhere. It's just a blessed blessing in disguise to have a gentleman as such on board with us over here. So we thank him very much. Thank you all out there. How about a little throwback series action? If you're out there watching on YouTube, you're going to be voting. But there's a pinned link. It's challenge.com/chop shop. If you go to that, you're going to be able to see which cars are going to be facing who, and you're going to be able to vote in the poll. So Jess is going to throw up polls. She's going to be on my account throwing up polls because for whatever reason, the creator dashboard didn't allow her to do that way. So you will be able to vote on your driver as they come up on the poll. She's going to do it every 2 minutes. So I encourage you to be active. I encourage you to vote. I encourage you to use those things. So she's going to put up the first two drivers. When she puts those up, we'll be good to go. But if you want to keep track of the bracket, it is pinned on YouTube. So check it out. If you're watching on Twitch and Facebook, I encourage you to head over there, give those likes, and do all those things. Do all the things that we normally do because it's awesome. It's amazing. So you gotta appreciate it, right? Gotta appreciate it. Let's see. We're going to have 200 laps tonight here at the Throwback Race Week 9 for the Chopp'N It Up Media Podcast Cup Series. Rockingham Speedway on board. Track temperature at 99 degrees. All the 1 mile length racing surface, very bumpy. It is an icon when it comes to racing, so it's going to be awesome. Stage lap, completion lap 50, we're about 200 laps tonight. Ball status, BP Music, admin box, track racer, all on with it. 83 degrees on the air temperature here. For the track racer weather report, 41% humidity, partly cloudy sky, 8-mile-an-hour wind. It is going to be pretty awesome to see what they're doing. Starting grid's going to be presented by Stay Tuned Sports. Chris Justice is going to be your pole sitter. Make sure you check out Stay Tuned Sports out there on your dang old Spotify or Apple iTunes, whatever you've got going on. Please make sure you do so. First poll is going to be up right now, and it's going to be Jerry Culver versus Tony Sanders. So if you're out there, you have a chance to vote. Jerry Culver is back there. One of the old homage, little Marlboro paint scheme. It's pretty fantastic. Thank you for the follow. Interest, dude. I think that's what it is. Yeah. Tony Sanders is right over here somewhere. We'll get through that starting grid in just a moment. Tony Sanders is starting one of these places. Let's get through it. Chris Justice, Brandon Banks, Michael Madden, Mark Retch are going to be your front two rows. Tony Sanders is in fifth. As I go through it, there he is. He is one of the old sit-go paint scheme, so make sure you guys get those votes. I know that the words are in the way, but check him out to do that. Jeremy Bailey's going to be in outside row number 3. Anthony Crownover, Nathan Bigard are going to make up row number 4. Row 5 will be Cam Dario, Brad Dove, Alan Wild, and Brian Fine are going to be there in row number 6. Row 7 is going to be David Steiner, Pat Green. Mike Mueller's going to be out there with Michael Strickland. Jeff K. John Hammond at row number 9. Row 10 will be Craig Bridge Jr. and Clint Hackett. Robert Church, Ron Holyfield out there, row 11. Jeff Laraway and Philip Caffrey in row 12. I need to add Philip Caffrey back to, he wasn't registered, so I got to actually add him back. Jeff Laraway, Philip Caffrey again, row 12. Adam Dama, Brian Rayburn, row 13. Michael Caffrey, Jerry Culver, and row 14, Joe Hudson, Robert Ham, and Roberge out there, your final drivers tonight. We'll make sure that we add Mr. Caffrey back into the lineup there because, well, we want to make sure that that's accurate as it would be. Where is Mr. Philip Caffrey at?
He's headed to the back.
Oh no, number 61. I want to make sure that we're reactivating Philip Caffrey on so he should be reactivated. If you're out there and you're on the bracket, hit the refresh button, including the Jess, please re-hit the activate button. As we go green, it's going to be good. Chris Justice gets the launch. Oh, lunatic wasn't working. Things aren't working right, so we're gonna. Good job, everybody. Gary Culver, Tony Sanders, 60-40. Get it going.
Doing the polls on YouTube this time around, huh?
We have to do them on YouTube. It's what we do for all the, for all the, all those things. For those ones at least. For this kind of stuff. Cam Dario. Little Pennzoil on board. Tony Sanders has Nathan Pigart, little Wrangler on board. How about that homage? We appreciate it. Looks like Jerry Culver got the dang old win. Next up's going to be Adam Dama. And Adam Dama and Chris Justice. All right, Chris Justice was your pole sitter. Little homage, little Troutman Auto Care. Make sure you give him some love and show the support out there. Get your votes on. So it'll be Adam Dama will be the next driver. Dama back here, a little VR. Run on the old Havoline paint scheme. Now these paint schemes are from 1980 to 1989. So check them out. Crown Over, I believe, is just having some connection issues. He must be having some connection issues because that's just not. It's not like Crown Over to have any problems. So make sure you get out there, folks, and of course vote. Vote with your minds and clicking the buttons and doing the button things. Budget, you should be able to do the lunatic now if you wanted to.
Actually, Crown Over did have connection issues. It threw him to pits.
Also, we're going to re-download paint, so we'll make sure all the paints are updated accordingly. So you're going to see drivers go blank. So there's the Troutman Auto Care driver. Then, of course, Mr. Dama. Put in the old Halloween paint scheme. Dama's right there. Dama getting some love. Ryan, what's going on? Let's go Dama for Darian. Get your votes on, folks. Make sure you get your votes on. We want to make sure you're good to go. Three to the back bumper, Craig Bridge Jr., Dama working, and as we do so, we got to make sure we get through the driver cams and do what we're supposed to do as we do them, as we see a whole lot being what it is. Apparently, Stream Deck is just being a patukas right now. There's Brian Fine. He is one of the driver cams right now. We appreciate him. Doing what he's got going on. Apparently the FPS tracker. There's Jerry Culver. Fear the beard of Jerry Culver now. There is the Dama Lama. He is rolling in the VR. We appreciate him doing that as well.
By the way, can somebody put a vote in for Justice for me? Thanks.
Chris Justice.
Add that.
Chris Justice right there. He is. He's got
a Miller High Life car.
I like it, but he changed it up to Troutman Auto Care, so that's pretty awesome. Brandon Banks looking at the inside. Oh man, something. What in the world? What in the world is going on? Caution coming out here for the first time. There's Clint Hackett for you, folks. As we're seeing iRacing have some things happening here. I don't know what's going on. There's Churchy, the biggest pythons in all of iRacing. Gonna be amazing. Gonna be amazing. All right, looks like we got a 50-50 vote going on right now. 8 votes. So Jess, you have to send me your vote. Jess is the tiebreaker.
Did my vote get put in there?
It did. Yep. It did. He says Chris Justice. Chris Justice it is. All right, Justice is moving on. Dama, you did a great. That was a good vote for everybody right there. I like it. All right, next vote's going to be coming up. We will again. If you want to keep track of it out there on YouTube, we'll do that. Actually, I'm going to post it in all of the chats. So if you want to keep out there and do the thing, we want to make sure that you're good to go. Nathan Stevens. She's the boss. Okay, she's the boss. Okay.
Who the boss?
Yes.
Oh yeah, Jess is the boss.
You the boss. Go striker for Mr. Van Nest. Mr. Van Nest, if you want to see what's going on, there you go, sir. We're going to make sure that everybody gets the opportunity to see it. All the link will be there. I'm going to pin the link. Penguin getting some love from the dealer. She's got all the chats going. I'm just saying. All right, next one that she's going to have going on could be all the way down to, actually, it's going to be David Steiner, Alan Wild. I think that's who it is. So we'll get to that. Caution came out. I don't even know why, because, well, you know,
I do.
We're doing all kinds of things. What happened?
Mata hit the wall and then came down and hit Biggert, and it created a whole jumble of,
Created a kerfuffle.
No, kerfuffle. That's a good word.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of a good word.
I like kerfuffles.
So we now have 3 drivers with meatballs: Mata, Dario, and Biggert.
So it was Mike into the corner. So let's go up to Mr. Mata. Got free on the bottom side. Oh, and then, Jeremy Bailey gets wrapped up. Oh, man. Yeesh. Everybody trying to whoa up there. All right. What is going on with the old overlay here?
It was like Joey from, I can't remember even what show it was. I just remember the character's name was Joey. Whoa!
Oh, from Blossom.
Is that what it was? Blossom?
Yep. Whoa.
I don't know why I remember that. Whoa.
From Blossom.
My sister liked that show.
All right, David Steiner in the 63 is, look at that. Look at that car. A little Skull Bandit, little dominate racing going on. We're back at it green, 13 laps in, 37 to go into stage 1. David Steiner and Alan Wild and the 07. Where's the 07 at? Where are you at, Alan? You're right behind him. Little Claude's Gaming Corner on Alan Wild's. So there are prizes. I didn't even, you're voting for these drivers to earn money. If you didn't know that, that's what you're doing. First place gets $30. Second place gets $20. Third place gets $10. And yeah.
And everybody else gets a
good.
Yeah.
Thank you. David Steiner gets that one. Sorry about being delayed on that one. Next one should be Michael Strickland and Craig Bridge Jr. So there you go. David Steiner getting the magic here. No, it'll be Craig Bridge Jr. in the 3. Little Chattanooga Chew on the 3. That's a good looking car. Very sharp as he runs 19th right now. Michael Strickland just ahead of him. And this is my favorite. Okay, I'm playing bias here, but I'm playing bias in the right way. This is my favorite paint scheme. Of all the ones that I saw in Discord, all the pictures that they showed, Striker's paint is one of my favorites. But you can, it's Buddy Baker's number 88, the Red Baron. But, you know, that's pretty amazing. Just saying.
Wasn't that Red Baron pizza?
Yeah. Frozen pizza from the 80s. It's a 1980. I think it was 87.
I want to say that's an 80. I was going to say 86 or 87. Yeah.
I think it was when it ran. It's
Ryan Fine on the inside getting
around. Ryan Fine and the 48 to AC Delco on board. There's a little 7-Eleven, but the 5-7 doing that. Brian Fine having an issue here. Let's back up here as the 2 drivers. Oh, I think he was Mark Wretched right behind him. Up and in. Oh, got free. Oh, and just nowhere for Wretched to go. But then after that,
48.
yeah, Ron Holyfield out of the same corner. This is a bumpy racetrack, folks. Same corner, same spot. Low line exit. Just snapped on him. Oof. That was the most next gen mod. It was kind of crazy. It was kind of crazy. If you drivers are still there, can you make sure that you keep yourself on pit road? I know that you're getting things fixed and all that stuff. Don't disconnect from the session. Put your car back on pit road for me, so that way I can show your car. Maybe you can win some money. You know what I mean? Yeah, he gripped up and shot through the wall. That same thing happened right on this one too. So, do me a solid, folks, and make sure that you are. You're doing that okay. The Red Baron rocks. I think it's a great paint scheme. I really do. I really do. All right. Stryker got the big old dub on that one. All right, everybody, continue to vote. Remember, that's the way it is. Jeff K and Chris Roberge. Roberge, the Canadian, in the Tide Downey 98. Tough start for a lot of drivers. Alive real quick too. Really quick. And yeah. So Jeff K and Roberge. There's Roberge. Jeff K on the 41. Little homage to the Mellow Yellow. You know, they stopped selling Mellow Yellow in our area. Pretty irritated about that.
What?
Yeah, I love Mellow Yellow.
They call it Mellow Yellow.
Man.
I think we can still get Mellow Yellow. A matter of fact, we have a restaurant that serves Mellow Yellow here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, Roberge out there getting some votes. This Roberge, the nicest Canadian you're going to meet, right? Here's your drivers for you. Little Tide. You know, John Hammond runs that paint scheme quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
You know. All right, we're green. Ready, Banks. Uh-oh. Whoa. There was a weird blink there. It scared me. 22,200 being completed. 2 cautions for 6 laps, 1 lead change so far. Chris Justice would be the only other leader that we've had. Weather still showing 82 degrees on the air temperature. About a 9-mile-an-hour wind on a short track. That's pretty massive. Pretty. Oh yeah. Oi. 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 I don't know what's going on. Got to be on my end. I do believe Roberge is going to get that win. Roberge looks like he is comfortable right now. 83% of the vote. The nicest Canadian. Jeff K. doing the thing. Got a good paint scheme though. That mellow yellow paint scheme is pretty wicked. I'm just gonna say.
It reminds me of Coal Trickle. That's what that makes me think of Days of Thunder.
Yep, that's that is it. That is the homage Coal Trickle. 98 gets he's up 18 spots already. So maybe some good luck with that one. Joe Hudson and Brian Fine. We saw Brian Fine's car earlier. Got a little bit of that damage worked on. Little 5.7 or the 7-11 paint scheme that you normally see. Pat Green fast, he is fast. And Joe Hudson, the 49. Little Caterpillar on board. Give a little Sim 500 look. A big hold on to your butts. What I need to do is I'm going to do the challenge up here because, well, it's having an issue on my screen, so. No, get your votes going, folks. Get your votes going.
Get your vote on, get your vote on, get your vote on.
Yeah.
It's kind of like brown chicken, brown cow.
That's right. That's right. That's it's kind of crazy. Brian Fine to the 5-7. Vote orange. Why are we voting orange? It's my favorite number, but why are we voting orange? It's all about what you guys want to see, right? Oh, Dama having an issue. Bottom side of the racetrack's going to have to try to pull up here. Very close. Whoa, he's rolling. He's good, though. Oh, the 41 comes down on the 28 there. Straightens the car back up. Looks like he got free. Dama back around again, trying to wait for, try to get rolling on the flat side. And the car. Man, oh man. He gets turned around. He's going to come to pit road. Brandon Banks, race leader. Brian Fine picks up the win on that one. I think the next one we've got Dustin Lehman, Anthony Cronover. Lehman is not there, so Anthony Cronover is actually going to get that one to the bye. So, so that one is not, Dustin Lehman's not in the race, so apologies about that. Nathan Big Art, Robert Church. That'll be the next one. And Big Art on pit road, I do believe. Or no, he's out of the race. We didn't even get the chance to see Big Art go, so we're going to have to go back to lap 1 for Nathan Big Art to see his paint. And again, the just keep an eye. He's that Wrangler paint scheme. Little Dale Jr. has run a throwback on that one. That is one of the original paint schemes for Dale Earnhardt Sr. So it's pretty awesome. And then I believe Churchy's still in the race, so caution does come out here. Robert Church in 4th at 17 spots. We'll go back to the main screen here. Church running the old Kellogg's paint scheme. You know, I miss the cereal brands being like predominant. You know what I mean? There's just some iconic 80s things that we see. Churchy with the old Fruit Loops paint scheme. We love it. Here's what happened to bring out the caution. It's Caffrey right here. He's got a tore up left front. Oh, Burge, actually. Oh, there's a stack up there. They had to stop hard. David Steiner, Brad Dove. Brad gets into the corner. Oh, 63 of David Steiner across the nose of the 49. Now let's go back to David Steiner. One of our Australians out there who we like. Just gets into the wall a little bit. Just gets tight in the corner, and you see him on corner entry. Got a pass from Church there. Dusts it 3 wide. In the middle of the lane. It's tight. 63 out of the gas and 49 nowhere to go. Across the 49 to the 90. Pat Green getting a little bit out of it. 25 of Dove. Everybody, whoa, holding on. Roberge went for a ride there. Weesh. Trying to whoa up. He's right behind Strickland. Oh, 71 of Jeff Laraway gets into him. Ouch. Ryder Banks, your race leader. 3rd caution of the race. All right. All right. Who won that one? Chap's car is sick. I think it's pretty cool. Churchy, aka Robert Church. Ryan, give her some love. Last night, Ryan, I did see your text. I just didn't see it until I was checking text messages from everybody else earlier too. For whatever reason, my phone will give me messages for everything but Jess's Messenger, and sometimes text messages take a little while. Churchy got the Churchy beat Nathan. That's the thing. All right. Next one. We're going to go all the way back up to the top. It'll be Jeremy Bailey and Michael Caffrey. That'll be technically the second round. Again, if you want to keep up on what's going on, make sure that you check the pinned link on YouTube. You can keep track of where we're going to be at. The drivers that have the orange block are drivers that are out. You're going, so or have moved on. So that'll be where it is and where it is. All right, we're underway. Jeremy Bailey in the 15, little Chopp'N Auto Care on board. Oh, is that Randy's barbecue? I can't tell. You're going by so fast. So fast. And the Michael Caffrey in the 77 is not on pit road, but we got to go back to lap one more time as the drivers circle around here. All the way back to the green flag. Michael Caffrey is on pit road. And he's running the McGuire 77. Love him. All right, drivers up and running. McGuire 77. What do we think? Jeremy Bailey right now doing the thing. Thank you, Twitch, for being out there. I hope everybody's having a good night. Budgie, thank you for all the clips. You're a legend. Ad break incoming, says Jess. Ad breaks happen. They do happen. Brenda Banks out front. Chris Justice about a second off the pace. Churchy up a few. But again, a few drivers have worked their way in. Damage fixed for Brad Dove. And on 35, we're 10 to go to the stage. The chance for drivers to work. Rockingham is a very tough racetrack. It is and not only is it tough because of just the car being mixed in it, but the racing surface is massively bumpy. I mean, you can only throw it into the corner so much and not have this car just feel like it's all over the place. Jeremy Bailey gets it. They're going to get harder from here. And Cam Dario, Jerry Culver. This is going to be a good one. Cam Dario, you haven't seen his car. No big focus on that one, but he is out of the race. We're going to go back to lap one again. He is in the Pennzoil 22, the Ultra Platinum. And then, of course, we'll go back to live and Jerry Culver in the 13. And the M paint scheme, big old update to it. And on the back of it is absolutely right. It says Smoking Hills. There you go. But don't do it. It's terrible. Good looking paint scheme, though. Pretty sharp. I like that 22. Remember that since we have drops on Valorant, we'll add one gifted sub for every 5 gifted subs until October 1st. And that adds to the marathon timer. If you've not seen the Megathon timer, it's at 104x right now. I'm just saying. 1,999 hours.
Did somebody hit?
Kinda. Oh, wait. I got to add more time. Because I got a $15 dono earlier. from Mr. RB Turner. 15 times 4. Wait. Divided by 60. 3120. Hello, Davis. There it is. Only another 51 hours. All right. Yeah, 104 on the timer there, folks. Thank you to everybody who has given us all the support for our megathon and everything that's going on. If you're out there watching everywhere, I appreciate you. Where do you go vote? You go on YouTube, sir. YouTube.com/Security Sports. There's a link for the bracket as well. Mr. Culver getting the big old win on that one. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everybody, for all the likes out there as well. You guys are amazing on the dang old YouTube. You guys keep kicking butt and taking names. John Hammond. Is Jacob Emery in here? I didn't see him. I thought I saw him, but I thought I didn't see him. So John Hammond's going to win that one. Sorry, we're going to skip that one. My bad. Jacob Emery's not in there. I don't know. Some of these didn't get deleted. David Steiner, Mike Mueller. Mike Mueller still in the race here. He's running the old Coors 100. I like that paint scheme. So that's Mike Mueller. David Steiner in the 63. Again, the Skull Bandit. The old homage. Back when those kinds of products were okay. Oh, caution comes out for the stage. And it does look like Brandon Banks will have it. Michael Strickland second. Pat Green looks to be third. How about Robert Church fourth? Mark Retchen fifth. Chris Justice sixth. Jeremy Bailey seventh. Robert Ham. And man, 22 spots. He's in eighth. Alan Wild in ninth. Jerry Culver in 10th. As we keep up on the race. So, yeah. David Steiner, Mike Mueller. Driver still in the race. Mike Mueller of the 100. Melling oil pumps. I like it. I like it a lot. All complete.
This is our chance to stretch our legs.
Stretch your legs. Get yourself.
Stretch the leggies.
It's only a couple of pace laps, so we'll see who comes to pit road. That's going to be the big factor here, because 150 laps is a lot of laps for this racetrack, but it can go by. I mean, that 50 laps just less than a half an hour. That's with a couple of cautions. Yeah. It's not a bad thing. All right, folks, remember to vote on the polls. Jess got the polls out there going for us. We absolutely thank you very much for doing that. Big old stretch. Also, chat, tomorrow is Wax Day. Yes. Please ask how you can support Jason and give me smooth legs. Yep. Thank you for the stretch. So, if you want to support what we've got going on tomorrow night, we are going to be sitting in Discord with everybody who wants to, and we're going to be playing bad cards. We're going to be having some silly juice, and I have have 7 wax strips that were purchased on a prior stream that are going to be well taken care of. If you hit our merch link, there are 33 more up for sale. Total of 40 strips. I'll have smooth legs, and whatever hair's left on my arms is probably going to be gone. You know, only because
That's not fair though, because you're losing your hair anyway, so you're probably not gonna feel it.
oh no, I'm going to feel it. My skin's sensitive already. Rat Dub. It's a little loose on the restart there. Joe Hudson up on the outside. 55 of 200. 146 laps to go. Here comes Pat Green. Oh, we've got to get back to who won. Who won it? What time? We're going to be doing it. Is Brandon Banks? Pat Green's going to be the next one. Who won that vote? It was Mike Mueller. So Mike moving on. We're going to do it. I don't know. Whenever Jess is ready. I mean, I'm going to be live streaming anyway. Oh, 90 tight to the 49. Good racing here. Chris Justice back on the inside. Oh, Brandon Banks, Pat Green. Pat Green right there, the 90 PepsiCo Pepsi. Remember when Pepsi was a big conglomerate? You know that Pepsi bought Taco Bell and KFC just so that way they could be more competitive with Coca-Cola.
In restaurants.
Yep, that's they wanted to have their drink in more restaurants because Coca-Cola had the had the thing going on. Fastest lap just ran by Jeremy Bailey. And let's see, it was who are we doing? Brandon Banks. Brandon Banks here in 4th, stage winner, AC Delco number 8. Oh, I'll feel it. Yep. So if you hit the merch link, you'll see wax strips. 3 wide, 49, 8 bottom, 14 trying to clear. And how about Robert Church, the 5, utilizing the tire straight here. 24 to the outside, chicken pit for the 24. It just says, well, Jess is going to be pulling him. So. Hi, Nitrous Dude. No, Nitrous Dude. I see. Oh, I get it now. I get it. Nitrous Dude, thank you for the follow earlier. Caution comes out. Somebody called Slap Yourself followed me. I don't really want to slap myself. But I like. Hey, to each his own with all the names. We appreciate it. Thank you for the follow on Twitch. We are at a solid 1,112 followers on Twitch, and we're continuing to grow, which is awesome. All right, Roberge had to stop. Where's Roberge at? There's the Christopher. Oh, he's backwards, sideways, and upside down almost. Roberge on the outside. Turn 1. Dove short shoots in. Gets tight. Whoa, I would say got tight, got snapped. Roberge got snappy loose right there. Ooh, baby. You know, he's going, sorry. Go to the corner. Oh, no, it locked up on him. He got tight. What's going on there? He got really tight. Slid to the corner and said, you're safe. All right. Where were we at with all that? It's a tie. Brandon Banks, or I need one more. Brandon Banks.
Brandon Banks is the 5.
He is the 8.
You'd have to show me what he's driving, and I'll vote.
So it's one.
Okay, he's driving the AC Delco, and who's the other one?
Pat Green, the guy in front of him. Yes, says Pat.
Is Pat driving the Pepsi car?
Yep.
Yeah, I like the Pepsi car better.
Okay, here it is. I get no vote.
I won't vote. That way I can be the
there you go.
decider.
I get no vote. All right, the classic matchup between besties, Michael Strickland and the Red Baron Frozen Pizza number 88, and the 24 of Mark Retchen, who's had a bye. He's got the Chicken Pit Motorcraft. MD, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you out there on Facebook. I do like Mark's car too. I really like Stryker's car. Again, that's just me being me. I liked it. It's the first one I saw. I was like, yeah, but I didn't see Mark's right away. I got to go back and look. And why didn't I see Mark's car? Like, this is Mark's alley. He loves painting cars. This is the Clyde Torkel's Chicken Pit Special. Stroker Ace, 1983. How about them apples? Yes, sir. All right, we're going to do this thing again. 5th caution of the race. 1 for stage. The rest for little bitty incidents. Things happen. Tony Sanders was involved in that as well. Hold on. What happened to Tony when he was coming off pit road? Oh, he had to stop. That was a 48 there on the bottom. He got a little sideways, so hopefully they were good to go. All right, Pat Green, Brandon Banks. Pace car is going to leave for pit road. Rockingham beat a little bit tricky here tonight. We're green. Good restart for the 90. Striker. Currently winner of the vote right now. Brandon Banks in tow. Chris Justice, Robert Church. Church on the outside here at Rockingham. 24, Mark Rection down to that middle groove. You know, this racetrack, seemingly, 14 to Justice. Oh, almost hits the interior wall. Can he save it? Oh, baby. No caution because of the way that iRacing does things. It's rolling. What? I mean, oh no. There's got to be a caution. There's a caution. So hard to get started. Watch this. Out of the corner. They hit that bump, got free. Almost tags the water barrels there. Oh, misses everything. Unable to get back rolling. Holy goodness gracious. All right, Michael Strickland or Mark Wretched. More time. Here it is. Striker getting it done. All right. All right.
I've got 2 guys trying to claim it, and I'm trying to see. Oof.
And Mark Wretched having an issue.
Yeah, and Chris had one at the same time.
Oh no. I think Mark's is the caution. I think that's the caution. Chris Justice was just, a happenstance here. This got free up on the outside lane. And these cars are snappy. Jeremy Bailey tried to miss him. And, I mean, at that point, Mark's just along for the ride. And Jeremy's just trying to avoid anything that's happening there. So, unfortunate. Pat Green, your race leader. Oh, yeah. Oh, we saw it. Nice save from the inside wall. You're not wrong. Nitrous dude. Jason waxes his arms. You get a wax. Who is that? Nitrous dude. Who is this? Is that Ryan? Holds up on the red app. That's what she said. Oh, we're on somebody else. Oh, my bad. We did what?
I'm trying to stay hydrated tonight.
Oh, I get you.
Mama Penguin has had us have the windows open, and it's been in the 80s.
Oh, yeah.
And we keep our house in the low 70s. In the last 2 nights, I've slept without a blanket because it's been warm. And finally, Heather's like, it's 80 degrees in here. We are turning on the air conditioner.
Chris Roberge and Brad Dove. Dove ended up Farm LLC 25. What is his in reference to? Did he post a... I like Matt's idea on his throwback. Buddy Baker, the old 28 from 1980, the Gray Ghosts car, is what Brad Dove is running. That is a good looking paint scheme. Nothing wrong with that. This is ahead of me and I was behind. So there you go. We're going for green. And then Robert's running the Tide paint scheme.
You know, and I thought it was Hammond running the Tide paint scheme because Hammond runs the Tide paint scheme a lot.
All the time. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, I wonder if Hammond's got stock in Tide.
Is it Ryan? I thought it was Ryan. He doesn't have a mustache. Yeah. Roberts gets the win. Sorry about being late on that one, folks. So when it comes to those guys. Right. A lot more matches here. Roberts does have a good paint scheme, but it's we got to call it the throwback to John Hammond. That's what it is. Let's see. Is Matt Gagnon in here? He is. Oh, so that goes all the way down. Oh, it's Rayburn and Churchy. All right, Robert Church sitting in fourth. There's Robert Church. And Rayburn out of the race. Got to go back to lap one again. Dang it. There's Rayburn. Rayburn driving a Gravedigger paint scheme. I don't know if Rayburn's qualifies. Yeah. But I mean, you know, Gravedigger.
Let me take a look. Oh, Rayburn's not even on the track.
No. I had to go back to lap one.
Yeah, I can't do that. I don't have enough time.
Nope. When was there ever? Hold on, now I gotta look.
Was there ever a Gravedigger?
Kevin Harvick, Lionel Racing 2022. He ran one in 2021. So Kevin Harvick ran the Gravedigger paint scheme. So it doesn't qualify. That's okay. Still, I mean, gotta be a throwback. It's gotta be throwback, so we gotta give that one to Church. Sorry, folks. Churchy. I love Rayburn too. It's gotta be Church. How about Ron Holyfield and Jeff Laraway? Those count as paint schemes. Back to the 48 again. Ron Holyfield on the lead lap here in the AC Delco paint scheme. He's got one of those. He got one of those. Brandon Banks. He and Brandon Banks run the same damn paint scheme. That's pretty same dang paint scheme. Not the other word. Sorry. Jeff Laraway in the 71. He's got the Team Dave Marks. I got to look at his because his was something else as well. Where's it at? Where's it at? Oh, Kawasaki ATV Mule. Laraway paint. I'd have to ask. It's Jeff's paint scheme. I'd have to ask him what he was inspired by there. I don't know if it was or not. But hey, you know what? Jeff Laraway's got one of the votes right now. Brother Banks, Pat Green in second. Robert Church is going to be in third. How about Alan Wild in the 07? Sitting in fourth. Michael Strickland in fifth. Those drivers who like this kind of short track racing, it's pretty amazing to see. Richie Kivet on 52. A lot of drivers doing so. Mueller in the 100 has come out on lap 60. Brian Fine Kivet on 65. 123 laps to go. A lot of racing still left. Caution though. Right dog.
If I was gonna do a paint scheme, that would be the one I would do. I'll send it to you here in just a second.
I've got free, but he's above the yellow line. If he was below the yellow line, caution doesn't come out. like it. I like it a lot. Mm-hmm. 1980 to 1989 was the criteria. The 83 Kyle Petty paint scheme was pretty amazing. That's Brian Fine's paint scheme is pretty fantastic.
90s would count too.
No, they did 90 to 90, whatever. 90 to 99. They had 80 to 89, 90 to 99. But a lot of these paint schemes were run in the 80s. Where they changed over the car and then.
Oh.
Now the Tide Downy paint scheme, Roberge is wearing. Roberge does his research. So. $1987. That's about as close as you can get. Paint evolution of the Tide paint scheme. Whirlpool on the back bumper. Roberge picked one that they tried to run. Little homage. Little throwback. Jeff won 4 votes. Thank you. Sorry, folks. Let me get back over here and right on their way. Paint's getting 1. All right, let's get up to, I think we're all the way to Jeremy Bailey and Joshua Siegfried. Is Joshua in this one still? Was Joshua in this race? Where's the number? Is he 85 in this race? Do you see an 85 out there?
Let me check on trading or on SDK. Who was it you're looking for?
85. Joshua Siegfried. Nope. I don't think Joshua's raced in a hot minute.
Yeah, I don't see him.
All right, Jeremy Bailey.
Not here at all.
Going green. Now it's Jerry Culver and Chris Justice. That'll be what we do here. Chris Justice, Private Auto Care number 14 again. That's a nice little throwback, nice little run to it. And then Jerry Culver and the Big M, folks, the Big M. Now we will have a tie for third, okay? We'll have to do one more pull at the end. Yeah, I like the Wheaties car. It's a good car.
Yeah. It's from 97, so I don't know if it would qualify, but that would be...
Oh. Mark Retchin. I mean, it's a throwback. It qualified for my league. He got free out of the corner. The bumps out of 2. He almost saved it. Saved the nose of the car there. I thought he was going to be able to lock it down. Counter steer. There's the old homage 13. And again, Chris Justice in the 14. I like them both. Again. I like Craig Bridge Jr.'s. He's got a great paint scheme. Skull Bandit in 88 for David Steiner. It's beautiful. Bobby Allison's Miller paint scheme. It's Bobby Allison, of course, from for the Troutman Auto Care / Miller High Life one. Oh, both good.
Excuse me. Is there only 3 caution laps here?
Yes. Yeah. It's a short caution for Rockingham.
Okay. That explains why I feel like I'm yahoos and yelbows. When there's a caution and guys, they're going into the pits to fix stuff and, do whatever. And it's like, ah!
Right. Stephen, Ryan Fines was created by ears. Nice. I like it.
Seems like it should be one more lap. These guys really got to struggle to get in and get out.
Yep. It's Rockingham. All right. I think what I need tiebreaker, Jerry or Chris Justice. Voted Miller last time.
You gotta make me do this, don't you?
Well, yeah.
I'm partial to Miller because my uncle used to work for Miller, so I gotta go with Justice.
Chris Justice. And Jess agrees. So, here it is.
I mean, the Big M, it's an icon and everything, and it really is a great paint scheme. But, yeah.
A little touchy. John Hammond, Mike Mueller. John Hammond out of the race. He is the Levi Garrett paint scheme. What am I? As we go, we're going to go back green. We're going to go back and take a look at John's paint scheme real quick on the first lap. Again, apologies about, I mean, things happen on lap, on the early going here. So.
John wasn't feeling well either.
Yeah, John's he's been, I hope that John feels better, honestly. He's got the old 55, the Levi Garrett paint scheme. We love John's worn his paint scheme a couple of times in a couple of different races. It is a big nod. And then Mike Mueller, the 100. Mike is running the Coors paint scheme, so very iconic paint schemes. Very big throwback paint schemes. And we're about to it, folks. We are about to the tail end of this one. We only have a few more rounds left, it does look like. So we're like quarterfinals? No. Whatever's right before the quarterfinals. Yeah. Semifinals and then finals. Yeah. But we're setting up the quarterfinals. So John Hammond, Mike Mueller. Carter Banks, your race leader. Pat Green's going to be in second. Michael Strickland's going to be in third. Joe Hudson in fourth. Robert Schurz sits in fifth. 98 of Roberge up on the outside lane. 27 of Anthony Crown over a little STP action. A nod to the king. Oh, Alan Wilds getting put 3 wide. Got tight into the corner up to the 98. Side by side down to the back straightaway. Anthony Cronover trying to look forward. 98. Ooh, tires down to the bottom. Trying to hook that left side. You don't want to get
27 car does look sharp.
It does. You can't not like that one.
It's a petty car. Oh.
It is a petty car. I mean, Petty he's the man.
Petty is the king.
Yep.
Just like Earnhardt was the intimidator.
Yep. All right. Keep the boats going. No, you're good. No, I agree. 107 left. We get into it. 98 to the 27. Church up high. Tight into the corner. Alan Wild down to the left rear of the 27. 27 has to work back forward. 24, 3 wide. Here comes the 63. Woo! David Steiner. Down to the middle of the racetrack. Yeesh. John Hammond wins the pole for the next one over Mike Mueller. So glad John, he's winning tonight. Pat Green, Michael Strickland, that's going to be your next two. Pat Green, of course, of the Pepsi car, and Stryker just above him in the Red Baron. Caution comes out. Rick Bridge Jr., Mike Mueller. Oh, right in the corner, gets, and it's freed up immediately. Same thing out of two. It's twice we've seen that. Oh, Mike Mueller having a stop right behind him. It was almost, was that a pirouette? Oh, 28. Oh, man. There's Clint Hackett right there. That's Clint Hackett. Who is it that's running the other one? There's Clint. At 228s because of the, there's Kirkbridge Jr. There's 100.
Dama.
Oh, it's because it's backwards. That's right. All right. Dang it. Hold on. Pat Green right now as the lead. Pepsi over Red Baron. And the Red Baron paint scheme is my favorite paint scheme of them. Pat Green has a pretty iconic paint scheme as well. We'll see if either one of those folks can do it. Like seeing it. See all of you watching. Thank you for all the likes out there, folks. I appreciate you. Linus too tough. It's tough to hold. It is. Can I show Jerry? Oh, sorry. I can't see all the chats all at once. Sorry. Let me make it so I can see all the chats all at once. Here we go. Oh, man. Looks bumpy on stream. It is bumpy. I know. Well, I know, but if I want to be able to see the chat, I could. You know what I mean? I gotta. Roberge back on pit road. I really wish that Facebook would go over to StreamerBot as well. Then I could just look at all three chats in one window, and I'd be happy about it. Hey, Pat Green. Pat Green beaten up. Oh, Michael Strickland there. Joe Hudson. Hackett there. And Hackett's your race leader. Keep it on 52 last. After to lead a lap. Next one is going to be Roberge and Brian Fine. Chris Roberge, Brian Fine, 5'7". I mean, I really do like the Kyle Petty paint scheme. But I didn't think I would do better in the bracket than the race. Well, I mean, it is, it's a tough racetrack. These cars are unique in that way. Outer Banks to the bottom side, 28 up on the outside lane. I'm surprised that the car doesn't hold more when it comes to getting into the corner.
Whoa!
Oh, baby.
Ron Holyfield getting loose, getting down on the inside.
Oh, man. Those... Oh, whew. I tell you what. Those cones, or that water barrel, is crazy. Strickland to Banks, back to second. Church goes to third. Clint Hackett Losing a couple of spots here. Anthony Crownover in the 27 down to the bottom. Better run up the line.
Joe.
The old line.
Joe was running so well, and then he dropped due to packet loss. Oh,
yeah, something's going on with the iRacing. Something's going on with the iRacing. For everyone. But now Brian Fine leading on the vote right now. I like that paint scheme. Really, I like it. You guys are making good choices. I also like the other paint scheme too. I don't like that one. I got a lot.
Yeah, they were saying as we were going green that Hudson disappeared. And I'm looking for him. I'm not seeing him. And of course, we can't see connection anymore in our UIs.
Yeah, I know.
Like we could in the previous UI, which is really frustrating, but it is what it is. And he just never reappeared. And then at show he dropped.
I do believe Brian Fine is going to get the win on that one. A lot of votes for him. A lot of good luck. Thank you, Brian Fine. Moving on. Anthony Crownover, Robert Church, your next battle, the 43rd battle that you've seen. Thank you to everybody participating in the polls out there. I know it's a lot to ask, but I like it. How about the Fruit Loops? Homage, Terry Labonte. Ooh. Somebody having an issue. Crownover just ahead. What if he got tight there? Didn't even look at the pass there. 14 to the outside, Chris Justice. The weird line you have to run. And then Anthony Crownover in the Kings paint scheme. STP. Anthony Crownover, Robert Church.
They probably sold a lot of product thanks to that car.
Oh, yeah. I don't doubt it. Richard Petty, the King. Iconic. An icon of the era. Labonte, another icon of the era. Oh, Church had Arcade on the wall there. Good luck at what side-by-side can look like here. 27 to the 14. Strickland out front. Riker went a little bit higher on the race line. Oh, baby, caution. I think Robert Ham having an issue. Mueller and Ham have to back up here. Oh, 13 of Jerry Culver gets into the corner on the 5-6 there as a silver bullet went and got launched. Have we seen Ham's car on this yet, or did he get a... What are we missing? Oh, yeah, just out of the gas. How come Ham wasn't in the bracket? Probably because so what I did is I took the... sorry, Robert Ham. I took the... What is it called? I took the roster and I inputted it into the bracket, and then I got rid of the drivers that were not here. I had to add back in a couple more. All right, that's what happened. Riker staying, Clint Hackett coming to pit road, Jerry Culver in a pit road as well. This one's hard. Crownover is the STP car. Yes, it is. It is. Churchy and Crownover. That's a tough one. It is a tough one. They're both really good-looking paint schemes. It's a really tough one. It's a tie. Dom, that's such a good start. All right.
So Joe just came. 1 second. Joe just came back and he said his power flickered just enough to kill his internet and his PC.
Oh, that sucks. Hang it.
Yeah.
The King or Mr. Labani, sir?
Ooh. I gotta do it. I gotta go with the King.
STP wins. STP Anthony Crownover. Moving on. Jeff Laraway, Michael Matta. Matta's on pit road. He is, where's he at? Let me get a better view. He's still getting it fixed. I mean, let's go. Rusty Wallace's Cup debut, 1980. For that car. Hold on. Ay, ay, ay. Can we do this? We can do this. Come on. Ay, 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 ay. There's no such thing as, what is that? Lighter punk? Cyberpunk? Is it cyberpunk? It is cyberpunk. There it is. They're going back green. What did this show minus car since he's still in there. Jeff Laraway in the 71 coming around in the Dave Marcus. I don't know what gotta look it up. I don't even know. I don't even know.
I'm just glad that it wasn't Justice versus Crownover, because that would have been a tough call for me too.
Number 71, Dave Marcus, Childress Racing. How to find the year. I want to find the year, folks. It's a good paint scheme. I want to find the year. It is one of them right there. 1971. Team Realtree. Or that, not 1971, the 71. I wanted to see what year. Dang it. I mean, Dave Marcus had a huge... Man, oh man. A long NASCAR career. Prodigy was on board. Anyway, all right. I can't find the year. I can find the car, but I can't find the year. It's not giving me a year. Anyway, sorry. All right, I'm distracted. Mata got a dang old win. There you go. I like them both. I like them both. All right, that's the bottom of that one. Let's go to the semifinals. Gonna be Jeremy Bailey versus Chris Justice.
Thanks you, Budgie, for the tier 1 gift sub to Trucking Crazy Outlaw.
Trucking Crazy Outlaw, Dub getting one. Chirp She getting some praise. Oh no! That one's a big one. David Steiner and company on the bottom side of the racetrack. Jerry Culver as well. I think Steiner hit the wall a little bit. Got free, snappy on across the 13's nose. And that is why you don't smoke or chew, folks. Yep. So praying somehow you beat the STP car next time. I mean, you know, thank you for the clip, Budgie. Jeremy Bailey, Chris Justice. How about teammates? Chris Justice. Again, in the homage for the Troutman Auto Care. And then his teammate, Jeremy Bailey, who is still out there running. Well, Randy's Barbecue still throwing it down, too. Troutman being represented very well with these drivers. We love to see it. Yep. That's your vote. Your vote against teammates. Just watch where the 41 came down on it. Yeah, I mean, this is a tough racetrack. It is a tough racetrack. But it's a fun racetrack. It's really tough in these cars. These have such a stiff suspension, and because they're an independent suspension, it makes this track a lot tougher to drive. 11th caution of the race is no surprise to me. We got about 80 laps to go. All right. Mano y mano, teammate on teammate. And let's go to the driver cams because, you know, they haven't shown those in a hot minute. Come on, Brian Fine. That's the man himself. Old Jerry. He's got the little one behind on the iPad trying to drive with Dad. There you go. Chris Justice wins that one. There's that Abdallah, the Dama Llama. Love that dude. All the magic. Be John Hammond and Pat Green. Of course, you remember the Levi Garrett paint scheme. That would be John Hammond and Pat Green, of course, out there still in the 90 and the PepsiCo. So the Levi Garrett paint scheme from lap 1. I wish I could show it to you. I go back, we're going to miss the start of the race. So I'm just telling you which one. There's Chris Justice. He is ready to rock and roll. Brandon Banks, your race leader. Strickland's going to be in second. Pat Green, Anthony Crowder, Chris Justice back in that 5 spot. It's going to be restarting at the outside, 6 on the outside lane, actually. Another hard one. They're both really good paint schemes. They're both really good paint. I like John's paint scheme. I also like Pat Green's paint scheme. There is Clint Hackett, ready to rock and roll. We love the man. He is all on board with being awesome. And then Churchy, the biggest pythons in all of iRacing, doing well in this one as well. It is going to be all night Donkey Kong.
Thank you, Budgie, for the tier 1 gift sub.
Nitrous Dude, get the gifted sub. Let's go. Thank you for the gifted subs, Budgie. I appreciate you. Let's go. 123 of 200. If you folks want to know what's going on out there on Twitch, FCancer, exclamation point FCancer. It'll tell you what's going on with me. And if it sounds like I'm not myself, that's why. Anthony Crown over in 4th. Chris Justice in that toe. Robert's working. Pat Green with a slight edge over the field right now. Who's got it? John Hammond. Not, he's got to vote. He's got to vote. So Levi Garrett or the Pat Green vote. Thank you to everybody voting out there on YouTube. I appreciate you very much. Continue to do so if you don't mind. Want to make sure that we get an awesome interaction with all of this. Pat Green going to close back down to Brandon Banks. Anthony Crown over in 3rd. Stryker just behind. Ron Holyfield. We got 15 drivers on the lead lap. Last driver to lead lap's going to be that 5-7. Looks to me like Pat Green got the dang old vote, and that's how it is. Pat Green will take on Chris Justice. And that one will be tough. Uh-oh. David Steiner, 5-7, avoiding that one. Caution comes out. Ooh, 71 of Laraway. I think. So 63, 71 was free there as well. 63 was a run into the corner. Gets tight, gets sideways, and it snaps up, and the 71's there. They try to get back into the gas. Oh, The 21. Tony Sanders. 63 was just free and free and free. Tony Sanders trying to get around the racetrack. 24 there. 21 was trying to exit. 24 came across there. Man, oh man, I got to go back and watch this. The cockpit view of Tony Sanders. Tony Sanders coming out of the corner. Gets into the corner. 63 a little free. 71 is a little free as well. They get a little door. 24 crosses over. And then there's the 63 right there. Man, oh man. Thank you, Bungie. If I've not been myself, that's exactly why. All right. What is it? Brian Fine and Clint Hackett. That's going to be your next one, folks. And then we'll get into, this is a quarterfinals. So we'll get into the semifinals, then we'll go to the finals. Yeah, we're down. All right, so Brian Fine is the man on your screen. Clint Hackett, the old 28. Love it. Hashtag FCancer. You're not wrong, babe. Not wrong. Davey Allison. Being represented by the 28. Of course, Brian Fine. We get to see Kyle Petty's paint scheme with Brian Fine. Not a bad day for the man himself. Get some damage taken care of. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. Tony Sanders getting a little bit taken care of as well. Mark Retchen seeing some of that. David Steiner back here as well. Jerry Culver back out there. I think he's going to get one of his laps back here. I think he was the lucky dog. Dove out of the race. Joe Hudson working back forward. He missed a few laps there, but good to see the Caterpillar paint scheme all on board. Ryder Banks, Pat Green, Michael Strickland, Anthony Crownover. A lot of drivers out early in this one. 28, Clint Hackett. Yeah, it's also one of the ones that he runs it because his dad's a fan as well. So Clint Hackett gets the win on that one. Anthony Crownover and Michael Matta. Oh, STP in the 27. Versus Mr. Mattis paint scheme on pit road. Again, I really wish. Hey. There it is. We're going to go back green here. Here we go. There's Mattis paint scheme. Does Matta have enough to take down old STP? Tell you what, Richard Petty. That paint scheme still takes it. How about Stryker on the move? Able to clear Pat Green, Crownover in tow. There's Justice in that 5 spot. Caution. Brandon Banks, Michael Strickland. As we settle in, got to fix some things here, so bear with me, folks. Tony Sanders, Alan Wild, right? A lot of people Getting stopped off on that one. Churchy got tight into the wall there. We back up the corner. This is on corner exit here at the Rock. Yeah, just tight into the corner. Oh, and then it's like there's just a lot there. Clint Hackett, the 07, Alan Wild, 48 going around. Everybody try to hold on. I think Churchy might have actually towed there and reset. So, Ryder Banks, your race leader, 13th caution of the race. Who won the dang old pole? Anthony Crownover is moving on. Now we get down to the final show. The finals, Chris Justice or Pat Green. Now we are going to have a tiebreaker for third as well. So this is kind of where it is. So Chris Justice or Pat Green. Chris Justice again in the Miller throwback, and Pat Green just ahead of him in the Pepsi throwback. There are your two, Chris Justice or Pat Green. It was closer than you thought. Yeah, that was not bad. Not a bad vote. 8 votes. Crownover and Matta. That was Mike. That was a good vote. That was not too bad. Not too bad. Not too shabby. Right now, it is a 50-50. 50-50. Chris Justice with the lead. Pat Green. Chris Justice. I tell you what, they're both clean throwbacks. Both are clean throwbacks. So no matter who you vote for here, they're both clean throwbacks. And STP is a clean throwback. All of you guys have clean throwbacks. It was not bad. We're going. We're green. Ryder Banks. Michael Strickland. Crownover up on the outside lane. Pat Green on the inside. Chris Justice trying to roll into the corner. 66 laps to go. If you like racing, we've got more after this one.
Why do I keep losing you, Jason?
Huh? I don't know. My voice still going?
Got more after it and it cut off.
No, I hopefully it's not me.
I don't know. I don't know if it's my end or if it's... Everything's been acting really weird the last week.
Yep. I agree. Baji, how is everything? Is everything fine? Have I been coming across everybody's sound just fine? Spent like 3 hours on it. Wish you could have run more than 3 minutes to add you. Tough track. 27 down, 14, 98. How about some drivers came in on lap 132? Like this guy. You're good on stream. Same with Penguin. Good deal. Good deal. I just want to make sure. All right, Pat Green moving on to the finals. That means Chris Justice will be facing whoever the loser of the next round is going to be. So Clint Hackett and Anthony Crownover.
What? I already know what the final's going to be. Please don't let there be a tie.
So Clint Hackett. Or, which is the old 28. We saw him earlier. Where's he at? There he is. There he is. He's still out there. And Anthony Crownover in the 23. Or in the 27. Sorry. In the old Richard Petty. Like them both. Prefer Anthony's.
I like them both.
But I love Clint. I love Anthony. We're going to Brandon Banks.
No.
Clint's got an overwhelming majority of support here, though. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it happen. Oh, it's time. It's coming back close. Everybody's bouncing around. Oh, I like it. Hey, just so everybody knows, we are just a few more. Man, it's really getting there. It's really getting there. You guys are kicking butt and taking names. Ryder Banks, Pat Green. Everybody working. Everybody doing things. Everybody bouncing around. Everybody having a really, really, really... This is a big one. Come on, folks, vote. Pat Green in second. Stryker back on the inside. Pat having a great race here in that 90. Crown over. Will Burge. Chris Justice. How many votes is... What is going on with the dang old? I like it. Go back into the field. Craig Bridge Jr. up 10 spots. Hard Charger. Chris Roberge up 26. Robert Ham with a 5-6. And I'm sorry that I didn't get his paint scheme in there. I didn't get his name in there. Holy cow, 9 votes on that one. 56 to 44. It's one vote separation. That thing could have been a tie. That means Clint Hackett is going to be facing... Before we do the final... I need to determine third place. So it will be Chris Justice versus Clint Hackett. No, I'm sorry. Yeah. So Chris Justice versus Clint Hackett. I need that one. So Chris Justice in the 14. Good paint scheme. Very clean. Love it. Versus Clint Hackett. And that beautiful 28. Both awesome paint schemes. This is for third. This will give us a solid third place. Give me your votes. I want to make sure we're good to go here, folks. I want to make sure we're all good to go.
I really did. Who's in the other 5 car, the 7-Eleven car?
That's Ryan Fine, the 5-7.
Oh, was it 5-7? Oh,
Yeah.
7. Ah, no, I see how he pulled that off.
Now you see it.
That's pretty slick.
Now you see it. I like it.
That's actually a really good play on that paint scheme.
What is up? Look at the votes. Look at the votes. Chris Justice and Clint Hackett. Chris Justice, Clint Hackett. 10 votes out there, folks. Chris Justice just ahead in 14th. This is for third place and for 10 whole doll hairs.
Doll hairs?
Yep.
You can't spend doll hairs anywhere.
It's hard to vote and do clips of tough. Sorry, Budgie. I'm so sorry. I love you, you amazing human being. I think it final will be 5 minutes to vote. So we'll have 5 minutes to vote for the final for the champion. So you guys can make that popularity contest huge. Chris Justice with 11 votes. Third place will go to Chris Justice. So I will make sure that we do that one. First, second. I have to type it out. So no matter who finishes, They're both gonna get money. Okay, so it'll be Pat Green versus Anthony Crownover. Y'all get your votes out there and do your thing. Okay, do your thing. 5 minutes. Will be Anthony Crownover and Pat Green. Pat Green leading Anthony Crownover from 3rd to 4th right now. Stryker trying to track down that 1.3 second deficit to Brandon Banks. This will be your best paint scheme. The PepsiCo or the STP. Iconic paint schemes from the 1980s. And they're
so
great
tough to call this.
paint schemes. Both are great paint schemes. So vote, vote, vote. Chris Justice.
I really hope that this final does not come down to a tie.
Oh, I tell you what, right now they got 5 minutes, so Jess is going to keep track of that when we know, we know. Pat Green, Anthony Crownover, Brandon Banks, your race leader with a little AC Delco on board. Michael Strickland in second. We had more votes in that last one than we had any else. I want to see more votes for those ones as well. I want to see all of you vote. Be voting. It is your Democratic Republic right to vote. Whatever. You know what I mean? Whatever you want to do. Love to see it. Love to watch it happen. And thank you all very much for being out there and doing so. Thank you so much, each and every one of you amazing people. I want to see the votes. I want to see you do it. Keep kicking butt. Keep do your thing. Do your thing. Make it roll. It is a close. One vote separating. Ryan, thank you very much. It's not me. You keep killing it, brother. I appreciate you. From the Deer Lodge, Montana area. I appreciate you, my friend. I hope you're doing well out there on Facebook. Again, sorry about missing a lot of chat. It's okay to miss a lot of chat.
Busy night tonight.
Let's go. Vote. Sounds fine over here, too. Okay, over here. Okay, everybody's saying I'm okay. Everybody, thank you. I'm missing chat.
It must just be Discord being wonky.
It might be. I see 8 of you. 2-vote lead for Pat Green over Anthony Crownover. Give him some love. Vote. Vote with your wallet, too. No, totally kidding. Don't vote with your wallet. It was a joke. Roberts trying to move on. He's there to the inside of the 27. Oh, gets up to the 27. Anthony Crownover trying to hold on. Roberts got tight into the corner. Roberts. Massive pass. Chris Justice now goes up to 4th. Ron Holyfield, last driver on the lead lap. Drivers from 22nd beyond out of the race. That's wild. This track has been taking drivers out left and right. FK coming to pit road. Mark Wretched is 3 laps down. Alan Wild, 2 laps down. Pepsi getting some love. Give him some love. I tell you what, we're 1 vote separating. 1 vote separating. We are 3 minutes into it. She said she'd let it go for 5. Want to see all of you vote out there. Churchy, becoming a member. Thank you. Thank you, Churchy, for
Church became a warrior.
Mr. Church. You did, but thank you, Budgie, for voting. You're amazing. Hey, become a warrior. I appreciate you, folks. If you become a warrior out there, you get access to some videos that people don't get to see unless you're a supporter. So that's on YouTube. 37 laps to go. We've got, you voted like 3 times. I like it, Poppy. Keep voting. I will tell you that we've got more racing after this one. We have the Midnight Thunder Series tonight, week 1 of their new series. If you are not racing at anything at 12 p.m. Eastern. Well, actually, at 11 p.m. Eastern, their session goes live. There is a post that I shared on my Facebook page that you can get out there and you can join this league. It's free to enter. It's part of the Sim 500 crew. I know some of the Chop Shop guys are going to be racing there. I encourage you to get out there, and if you're not doing anything, it's going to be awesome. It is the Gen 4 car. They're going to be running Homestead Miami Speedway. I will be calling that race as well. So it's going to be a ton of fun. So get out there. If you haven't done so, do the thing. I do believe that we're in the need for some more cowbell. I mean, speed. What?
Some more cowbell.
Yeah. Pat Green is your dang old. Pat Green is your throwback paint scheme winner. The PepsiCo 90. You want to tell Pat congratulations?
Next call. If there is a caution, I will tell him on the next caution.
Hey, he might finish inside the top 3. So, if he finishes inside the top 3, we just tell him ourselves. And then Anthony Crownover will be second. Thank you. Everybody thank Jess. Okay? W in chat for Jess. Okay? Because without her doing all the stuff,
so I don't forget. So it was Pat Green.
Anthony Crownover.
Hold on, I can't write that fast.
Oh my goodness. Thank you, babe. You're amazing. Everybody thank Jess. Okay? Not kidding.
And who took third?
Chris Justice. PepsiCo for the win. Everybody, WWW. Michael Strickland, your race leader now. Whoa. Striker figuring something out with 30 laps to go. Thank you, everybody, for participating tonight. I absolutely love it. Thank you so much for being fantastic human beings and showing up and showing out and giving everybody, giving all these drivers an opportunity to keep, to showcase not only their paint schemes here for Throwback Week, but also to get out there and find find your votes. How Crownover made it that far, the world's most generic paint scheme, is mind-blowing to you. I think it was not a generic paint scheme, and we don't hate on drivers. Brad Banks in second, Pat Green in third, Chris Justice in fourth, Roberge in fifth at 26 spots. Petty is iconic. Yep. Hey, I like Church's paint scheme.
It may have felt like it was that type of paint scheme, but it is also an iconic paint scheme of the 80s, and that's why it shows that there is still the love for the man that drove that car, which is the king, Richard Petty. It is just an iconic, it sticks in your mind paint scheme, and that's where the love from all the people that voted put it. It's just that much of an icon.
STP is just bare. I mean, if you think about it, Chris Justice's paint scheme is bare. He made it quite far.
Yeah.
That's it's again.
In the throwback paint schemes, if you want to be honest, go back and look at any paint scheme from the 80s, and it is basic to the basic. All of them. They had their sponsors, and they weren't flashy.
White Claw basic.
Literally White Claw basic, and that's how those paint schemes were in the 80s. They didn't start getting flashy until the mid to late 90s.
There's some spec maps out there, but that's what makes it great, right? Makes it great. It makes it great. Makes it a competition. Whoever knew Rusty was in the 16 for Penske in his debut. Oh, well, I mean, I believe we all know. I think it's, you know what, and that go there. There it is as well. Michael's paint scheme, Matta's paint scheme. That number 16. Forgive me for saying it, Matta. It's a basic paint scheme. It worked. He made it quite far. Again, if I look at just where Matta had, I mean, he made it all the way to the, round over. But then again, if you look at the stream on the votes, more people voted for Matta and Crownover's paint schemes and all of it. I mean, Crownover had 8 votes against Matta, but I mean, it was still voting. People were voting. You know what I mean?
And that's just because they're icons.
Yep. I mean, Matta beat Jeff Laraway's paint scheme, which is another iconic paint scheme. Like, everybody did. I think everybody did great. Again, the tiebreaker was Penguin. Penguin voted the way Penguin wanted to vote. I'm not going to say anything. And Jess agreed as well. So, you know, I took into account what both of those two said. Penguin in my ear, Jess in chat. Blame Jess. Caution.
And I lost who it was.
Yeah, but you also, yeah. But you may have had 2 buys, but you also. Oh, it was 82 Adama. Dang it, Dama. He tapped the wall there. Ooh, it was hard. Right here, out of Dama, out of the corner. Oh, got free, and it snapped on him again, up into the 56. Ouch. Robert Ham down to the bottom. Well, we like them all. We all can't be winners. And we all can't be losers. We're all just here. Doing the thing. Strickland, Banks, Green. That'll be your top 3. Chris Justice, Chris Roberge will be your top 5. I like them all. Yeah. Yeah, drivers coming to pit road. Greg Bridge Jr. is going to stay out. Get the lucky dog. Clint Hackett coming around. I mean, we only have a few drivers. I tell you what. I don't know if this is a true cycle for tires here, but we'll see. Ryder Banks hitting his pit box. Riker leaving pit road. Right, not to speed here. Oh, Ryder Banks to leave. Just having that short pit box there. Kind of look at that far chase. Able to drive through the 14's pit box there. Shortcut his way around. I tell you what. Yeah. Interesting. How was Stryker's exit? Now I got to look at Stryker's leaving pit lane. And he left his pit box. He had nobody there, though. All right, Banks, Strickland, Justice, Pat Green. Don't be irritated, Dama. Don't be irritated. Thank you, everybody, for all the likes out there. Alex, thank you for the like as well. Appreciate you. You would have chosen the Bobby Allison Coke scheme from the 70s. Like it. Plain red and gold. I like it. Bobby Allison. Legend. 8:88.14. Pat Green was set up for a top 3 night. 16 laps to go. Something happened to Stryker there. Strickland on the inside. Cronover trying to work his way back forward. Roberge there as well. Greg Bridge Jr. tail to the field. Again, 7 drivers on the lead lap. Clint Hackett, first driver off the lead lap. Pat Green trying to close it back down. Michael Strickland. And what is my favorite paint scheme? Can't choose Stewart because he didn't race in the 80s. Well, I mean, he raced Formula One. Or IndyCar. IndyCar. He raced, I think he raced IndyCar. Ryder Banks able to beat Strickland off on pit road. And Pat Green able to get a great restart here. 0.2 of a second difference here. Fastest lap of the race. Pat Green just ran 23.82. Out of the corner, corner out. Oh, baby. Conover just having that issue. 14 laps to go. Pat Green sending it here. He is a Tony Stewart fan, folks. She is a Tony Stewart fan. Michael Strickland. 13 laps to go. Trying to track him down. Top 3. Still under their blankets. Lap traffic going around. That is down to the bottom. I believe that is Jeremy Bailey. To complete laps, doing what he can. Brandon Banks, 0.3 of a second difference, quarter second to Pat Green. This racetrack, massive 90, way up the race line. Can he have the exit here and be able to close in that distance? Good look. Over the front straightaway, egg-shaped the corner, down in, corner out. What a closing rate. Wall taps everywhere for all the drivers. 11 laps to go. Pat Green trying to send it. Brandon Banks. Massive run for the 90. Back up on the inside. 90 sends it down into the corner. 11 laps to go. 90's going to get washed up tight. Down into the corner. Got to find a way to clear in the corner that he wants to. Brandon Banks is going to be able to defend that. Pat Green doing what he can to manage forward. A good run for both drivers. Strickland again, long run race pace for Michael Strickland. Have to end this one. Brandon Banks again, you got to set up the pass and set up the corner. Pat Green trying to do it. 9 laps to go. Pat ripping the wall down. Up on the outside. 90 has to send in and try to clear. 8's going to pinch down. 8's going to be into the wall just a little bit. Here comes Michael Strickland. 8 laps to go. Stryker managing what he can. 0.3 of a second difference. Strickland. Oh, the 93. Pat Green, hold on to it. Chris Justice now in tow. Michael Strickland. Opportunity knocking. 7 laps to go. Can Stryker get there? Dama, I think you did great, man. You had great speed and great opportunity. The wall is very tough to not hit. Pat Green, Chris Justice. Pat Green up on the outside. Justice on the bottom side. Strickland going to close in that 0.3 of a second difference. 6 laps to go. Strickland second lane. 8 up high. 8 down. 88 down to the bottom. What would be a good race is what you're seeing here. 195 of 200 being completed. Will be 5 laps to go. Stryker searching here. Trying to get a big run on the straightaway to close it back down. Michael Strickland up high. Egg shape for the corner. Brandon Banks giving it low. Quarter second down to 2.2. 5 laps to go. Strickland carrying and trying to carry him the corner. Wall tap for him there, down to the bottom, shoves him off. Banks is going to be able to defend. 4 laps to go. Chris Justice closing in, trying to have that closing rate to Pat Green. Pat Green working back the corner, 2.2. Will Burrs inside the top 5 is your hard charger. Crownover still holding on to 6 on the lead lap. Greg Bridge Jr. has a few drivers trying to work. How about Joe Hudson though? He's 10 laps down. He's worked his way back into the mix. Doing a phenomenal job. Michael Strickland with 3 laps to go, trying to do what he can. But I tell you what, Pat Green had a shot. If he did get free off that corner, I think he'd have been great. And Strickland will have to see it. 2 laps to go. Brandon Banks able to control the restart. Won the race from pit road. Michael Strickland had the race lead. It has led 137 laps here tonight. Brandon Banks will come around and see it one more time. White flag waves, final lap. Rockingham has been a heck of a race here this week. Brandon Banks does move over one more time. The striker tries to send it down into the corner. Banks wins. Strickland second. Pat Green will finish third. How about it? Roberge trying to have that last lap pass. 2 1,000ths of a second between he and Chris Justice. Roberge finishes 4th. Chris Justice finishes 5th. Anthony Crownover will finish 6th. Greg Bridge Jr. will finish 7th on the lead lap. And Brandon Banks, it's the victory here tonight, here in Rockingham. Race results here tonight, courtesy of the Chopp'N It Up podcast. I can't wait for Ryan to be pumping out more episodes, doing what he does best, and that is being the cool cat that he is. I'm so glad to see you back out there, back out of the race, back out there doing what you do. So we appreciate you. It's only a matter of time before we see you on the racetrack again. I can't wait for it. Brandon Banks, your winner. Strickland in second. Pat Green in third. Roberge Justice, your top 5. Crownover. Craig Bridge Jr., your top 7. First driver off the lead lap's going to be Jeff Laraway, Ron Holyfield, and Clint Hackett. And Brian Fine, the next driver, only 1 lap down. Tony Sanders, 3 laps down. Retchen, 4 laps down. Alan Wild will be 5 laps down. Mike Mueller, 8 laps down. 10 for Joe Hudson, rebounds to 16. Culver, Ham, Bailey, Dama, your top 20. I agree with you. I think you had top 10 speed. Things happen. Racing happens, and at a certain point, the car can only do so much, and the drivers can only do so much. Jeff Kay, Robert Church, David Steiner, Brad Dove, Brian Rayburn, your top 25. Philip Caffrey, Cam Dario, Nathan Picard, Michael Matta, John Hammond through that 30th spot. Michael Caffrey out very early there, and we hate it for him as the 8 will celebrate. Old-fashioned. I tell you what, he didn't. Stryker had if the caution doesn't come out, I think Stryker wins this race. Caution comes out at just the worst time. Take it to the race controller. That is the Penguin, the legendary Penguin. If you have not gone over to OTR_Penguin on Twitch, make sure you do so. So that way he can get out there and he can, do his thing. So, like it. We like it. We like it. Yeah. How about all that stuff, folks? How about all that stuff? Man, oh man. Oh. It was a lot. A lot of fun. Words are hard. Not really. But thank you to everybody. Thank you to everybody. Yeah, and thank you to all the likes. Thank you to all the new members, all the new cool things that everybody's doing. I appreciate you. All hail the Pastor Penguin. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. And we'll play that sound afterwards. We're playing Dune Awakening. Pretty cool. A long race. I'd say a long race. Long race, not long race for the drivers. That's a lot of in and out of the break and trying to run it. Won this race for Pit Road, Brandon Max. Congratulations on getting the dub here in week 9 here at the Throwback Week. This was Franker made that pass. Caution comes out, and oh man, the just by a barely a nose.
Yeah, yeah, he's. I tell you, I don't know what he did back there to save the kind of tire he did, but he was really fast there at the end. He really kind of deserved it there. But like I said, we had a fast car for the majority of the race. I just wish we didn't have so many dang cautions. Yeah, I think we could have got out to a good lead. I felt like I don't know I don't know if with all the cautions I would get out to about a 2 or 3 second lead and then it would get a caution. So I was like, well, I'm just killing my tires up here, and I don't know if that's what helped Strickland to stay with me there and pass me there at the end, or what he did. But heck of a job by him. But yeah, that was fun. I don't normally race this car too much at this track, so it was definitely a different type of race. That I don't know if I've ever raced here honestly in the A car. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. That was
I was
awesome.
surprised. I was surprised to see a setup here. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
this is a track not at least this configuration of this track is not really meant for this car. It is bumpy. It is. I mean, when you call it the Rock, it's like driving over a mountain.
yeah. That was awesome though. Like I said, this track kind of suited me a lot. If you overshot the corner, I mean, even a half a car length, the car was gone. So you just had to just. I'm really good at hitting my marks and being really consistent on my braking, so that it just kind of worked out for me here. But yeah, that was cool. Like I said, I hate it for Strickland there, that late caution, but it is what it is. But we'll take any kind of win we can get in here. Nathan Hughes seems to keep taking all of them, so we need to take them when we can get them. Like I said, and we'll. I don't know. That was awesome. That was cool.
There's it's a long schedule, but it was a
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a lot of braking to the and momentum to this racetrack too, and like
Yeah.
it was crazy to watch. I mean,
Yeah, I don't know if it was the cautions that made it feel felt so long. Oh my gosh, the race just felt like it was like longer than normal. I don't know if maybe it was the cautions, but yeah, this just seemed like it was just a lot of like concentration. I mean, if you like I said, you break your concentration just one time going into the corner or even off of two, man, I mean off of two, those bumps would kill you up there coming off the corner, and you'd lose the car and just be done. So just man, sweating to death in here. Usually I don't sweat too much when I'm racing, but Strickland really made me work hard there at the end, and I even thought Pat was going to get there too. So I mean, congrats both of them. They ran really good races too. So hey, we'll take it.
I like it. All right, Brandon, congratulations. Yeah, 2 hours of driving is still 2 hours of driving, no matter how you look at it. So
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you gotta use both feet on this racetrack. So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
it was fun, brother. Give you shout outs, brother. That was a blast.
Shout out to DBR. Even though I'm the only one here, those guys are awesome. We race with them every week. Thanks for you for putting on the broadcast, man. You put a heck of a broadcast on every week for us, and appreciate that. Chopping It Up podcast for sponsoring the league, Strickland and John and everybody that just behind the scenes that do all this stuff. Penguin for coming in here and race controlling, man. It's really nice to actually have races that are run well by people that that really care about the way the league is. So appreciate everybody, and like I said, everybody coming out, having some really cool paint schemes tonight. Like I said, we'll go on to I'm not even sure where we go next week, honestly, but yeah, we'll go next week and see if we can do it again.
Where are you going next week? I don't even know
I really don't know.
myself.
I have so many leagues, Jason. I don't have a clue where I'm going from night
Richmond.
to night.
You're going to
Rich.
Richmond.
Okay.
It'll be a
Okay.
good race. It'll be
Yeah.
fine.
Well, that'd be a good one we could follow Nathan around at. That'd be good.
I don't know.
He's good there.
He did. He had bad luck early, and
Yeah.
yeah, that's. I mean, I'm looking forward to the next couple of swings of races here. We got Richmond. We're gonna have a bye week for the 10th. We have Chicago Street Course in Kentucky. Then we're of course going to take Halloween off.
Yeah.
And then New Hampshire, Texas, Dover. The All Star race is going to be coming up. Like it's on my
Some
birthday
real
too.
technical.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, some technical tracks there. It's going to be a lot of people need to get in here and practice, man. Like I said, those are tough tracks, especially in this car and with the new update. It's the car drives different now,
Mhm.
so they just got to actually put a little bit of time in and just kind of get a feel and try not to just come in here, a couple minutes before the race, actually get some laps in. So maybe we can get some decent racing in here. So, but yeah, looking forward to it. Like I said, we'll go next week and see if we can do it again.
All right, Brandon. It's gonna be fun. Richmond's gonna
All
be
right, man.
coming up, and you have yourself a good night.
All right, man. You too. Thanks.
That's Brandon Banks coming home in big old P1 Victory Lane here tonight again. Legendary. I know Roberts is showing how close his finish was to those guys down there, but I gotta pull Mr. Strickland up and give him some loves and support. And the Phoenix, Arizona native. I tell you what, Stryker, you had the lead on the dang old by a nose pit road. Snagged that away from you, man. Oh man, what an interesting restart. Flash, just trying to get there, trying to push hard. How did you save enough there, even with the cautions that were going on? How did you save enough to just be able to drive back by him and then, just kind of looking ahead? It was a good run, and you were my favorite paint scheme tonight, by the way.
Thanks. You know what? I really dug the paint, Buddy Baker. It was it took a little while to find one and kind of adjust it, and I figured we did pretty good. Congrats to the guys that ended up winning. I think it was Pat Green, Crownover, and Justice, right? 1, 2, 3 when it comes to the paints.
Yep.
So that everybody had phenomenal paints out here. That actually was one of the cooler things. I appreciate that everybody that participated in the throwback race here at Rockingham. That was awesome to see out there. It was a little different because I can speak for myself. When you were around, normally we race around each other. We know what each other's paint schemes look like or color schemes. But today everybody was in a different scheme. So it took a little while to get acquainted and acclimated to the different paint schemes or somebody that you normally run, let's say, harder than someone else. Today, maybe you didn't run him so hard just because you didn't realize who he was till about halfway through the race. And that's kind of what happened to me, where I kind of just lollygagged a little bit at the beginning of the race. I was just enjoying myself. I really like this track. Boy, was it one of the more difficult tracks that we've run this season. I think if I had to vote what tracks we've run so far this season, I would vote this one as one of the tougher ones so far. It was very bumpy. I treated it kind of like high horsepower, Gen 4 type car today, where I'd be off the throttle as much as I could and kind of coast into the corner and trail brake and just find the right lane where you wouldn't be on the bumps, and you definitely didn't want to throttle up on the bumps because a lot of people had trouble with that. So I practiced a lot of that during the week just to make sure I knew where to go in the event I needed to go there.
Mhm.
And it kind of came to me there at the end. I mean, man, this one really does hurt. I wanted to win here. I wanted to win in that paint scheme. I didn't run up front at the first part of the race just because I was kind of feeling it out and seeing what everybody else was doing. But I felt like I had a pretty good long run car towards the tail end of that run or at that race. She ended up showing up there at the end, and then we got that caution with, what was it, 20 to go or something like that. And I really don't know how it would have panned out, but I felt like that clean air was a godsend once I got up there with those longer tires on that longer stint. So It, it could have been, should have been. I still had an opportunity to go into the pits as the number one car, and then botch that, let Banks get out in front of me. And once that happened, I knew I was kind of out of luck because I was going to get the bottom, and Pat Green was going to get the high side, and that's really where you want to be. So not only did I lose first place on the pits, I had to deal with Pat Green for a couple laps, and by the time I got around him, I didn't. I mean, I didn't have much left for Banks. I just, I just didn't have a short run car. It felt really good. I think it would come alive about 30 laps in, and boy, did this thing come alive. But what could have, should have been, Banks did what he needed to do. He hit his marks. Dude was tough. Dude was awesome. Pat Green did a great job. Justice, Roberge, everybody did great, man. Um, but we got to take them with what we can get. We can't always have the success we want, but we'll take second place today, and it was a great event. I enjoyed myself.
I thought it was a lot of fun. It was hard to keep up with the drivers, one thing I like about doing something like what we did tonight with the throwback paint schemes is it gives a chance for us to show everybody. Because sometimes drivers may feel like they get lost in the conversation, and tonight we were able to showcase everybody other than one driver, Mr. Ham, because he wasn't in the driver roster, and so that's how I got the names of all the drivers that were here. So it wasn't there, and I feel bad. So Mr. Ham, I do apologize that he wasn't on the tournament roster, but we're at least
Yeah,
and everybody else. So apologies.
had we known that, we would have got him in there. I think he wasn't running a throwback paint, if I
He was running the Coors
recall,
Light
but
paint scheme.
was he? Okay, so that
Yeah.
might have been a throwback. He was a later acquisition. I think he's Cameron's father-in-law. So some little family,
Hey, here you go.
some similar family rivalry there. So he's one of our newer acquisitions. He's doing a hell of a job, even though we weren't able to showcase his paint as much and put him in the bracket. He's going to be somebody that you're going to see in the forefront here, Chop Shop moving forward. So he's going to be he's a great racer. He's very clean, and him and Cam, they've been practicing. I mean, you'll see them together in the Discord, and they're practicing. They're getting ready. Tough luck for Cam. I think he got collected earlier in the race. He would have been one of my top picks to have a real good race today. Him and Nathan. Looks like both of those guys had some trouble there at the beginning of the race, which was expected. Um, that it was kind of a race of attrition at the beginning of the race to just survive it and then make your move when you get an opportunity is how I played it out, and that strategy worked out good enough for a second place today. But we're proud of the guys, and I think everybody did a phenomenal job. I loved seeing all these paints out there. We appreciate you hosting this. I know it's difficult. You're doing 100 things at a different 100 things, polls, and doing the stream and all kinds of stuff like that. I know you got Bungie Bird helping you out, so we thank you very much for everything that you guys have done.
But the missus helped me out tonight. So yeah, that's
Thank the missus.
yeah, she's listening. She's out there. So I always cut, every time I bring you up, it's like Stryker, aka Michael Strickland, right? Give me crap. Give me crap in chat.
Oh,
Okay.
Jess, we appreciate you, Jess. Thank you for all that you do. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work that goes into that. This will be one of the funner ones. I think I'll go back and definitely check them out. I always love your streams, but just to go back and check out the paint schemes and see what everybody did and how it unfolded, it'll be an awesome one to go back to.
Oh, it was crazy. Toward the end, I was like, everybody should be voting, and everybody turned up to vote. So it was really good. It was a lot of interaction, a lot of people doing a thing, and some smack talking out there. Jess says thank you first.
You're welcome, Jess.
Yeah, and then
I'm a little wore out there, man. Banks wore me out those last 20 laps. I wasn't expecting that. I was telling Pat Green in the waiting room there that man, if I had my heart rate monitor, it was bumping 200 beats per minute there at the end. I didn't think I'd even have an opportunity to get to him, and he gave me one or two chances, but I just never could get to him.
He said the same thing though. He said that you wore him out too. So like, so it's quite interesting for sure.
Yeah, I love racing Banks. It's always fun. It's always fun racing him. I know he's going to be difficult. He's always going to hit his marks. There's dudes like that in this league that we have that you got to make sure. I mean, they're not going to give it to you. They're not going to give it to you. He wasn't going to give me that win. He was going to take it. I had to take it.
Yep.
And today I couldn't take it. He was the better man. Pat Green ran great. Justice was pretty good. Congrats to Crownover. He came back 4 laps down to finish 6th. So even though, he I know Anthony usually feels like he should get a top 3 because he's got the skill to do it every week. He walks out with a couple, a little money in his pocket and a top 10, so he can't be too mad. And you got some guys like Craig Bridge and Jeff Laraway and Ron Holyfield also got top 10. So Clint Hackett, all these boys did good, man. I'm proud of these guys. I like watching and going back and looking at the results and seeing some of the OGs, that stick around, that battle, that have grown with us, and they come out to some of these tougher tracks and do really good. I mean, Church was phenomenal
Yep.
earlier in the race. Yeah, he was running up front. We just got to get him to finish the race with him. He's got the skill set to do it. We got to get him in the right frame of mind to be able to just eat a run. Like we used to tell Ryan, just sometimes you got to eat that run, man,
Yep.
to live another day. But all in all, man, I had fun. Congrats to Brandon Banks. He definitely earned it. I gave it everything I had. I mean, I bounced that thing off the wall and downshifted. I did everything. I had nothing. I gave it 150%. Had nothing for him there at the end.
It matters. It matters. But I like seeing the outcome be what it is. Mike, congratulations, of course. Give your shout outs, brother. P2 is still a P2, and a good run here at Thunder Valley.
Thank you, everybody that shows up on these Friday night events for us, that come out here and root for your favorite drivers. It means a lot to these drivers. They talk about it all week. I get to hang out. As a league owner, I get to hear a lot of the stuff that not a lot of people are privy to. And you guys coming out here and rooting on your favorite driver, they really appreciate that. So we want to thank the fans that are out there rooting on your favorite driver, and sponsors that are out there, and partners. We appreciate everything that you guys do. Signature Esports is the best in the business. If you haven't figured that out already, make sure you subscribe and like any stream that he does. He's on this network 24/7 doing something. There's always something going on the Signature Esports network. So make sure that you guys subscribe and like and interact with him. Let's get him to the next level. Chopping It Up Media Podcast, which is our main sponsor here. That's our ingrown podcast. We appreciate that. Everything that you do. Ryan is ready to come on back and get some of these podcasts rolling again here in the near future. So we're very excited about him coming on back. Who are we missing? Admin box. If you don't have a button box, make sure you go get yourself an admin box. Connor Hazel. He put up the top 3 prizes, and this was his idea. Man, I can't believe I didn't bring this up earlier. He brought this. We're super grateful for this individual, Connor Hazel. Not only is he a dirt sponsor of ours, GeoMax, but this guy is always thinking of innovative things for the league. He's a driver of ours. He's a sponsor of ours. We want to thank him very much for everything that he's done, especially doing the payouts and coming up with this throwback idea. I think we're going to do a couple more of these. It seems like everybody enjoyed them. So thanks again, Connor Hazel, for everything that you do. Much appreciated. Make sure I get everybody that we can. Stay tuned sports. If you haven't figured that already, they're a Poll Award winner or a Poll Award sponsor. They got some of the best sports podcasts. They're coming out with fresh content every single weekend. I see 2 or 3 of these podcasts out there on a weekly basis. So if you haven't done so already, do subscribe and like at Stay Tuned Sports on YouTube. And John Hammond and all the admins out here that allow us to get this thing running on smoothly like we do. John's under the weather. He's been real under the weather. So, prayers and blessings. If you guys can go out there, give John Hammond a like. If you know him, reach out to him. Just tell him that you're thinking about him. It's not the same without him out here. and he tried to battle through today, but he's feeling sick and under the weather, and it's been a while. So we're thinking of him. Our hearts are always with him. But make sure, if you guys know Mr. John Hammond, to reach out to him and tell him that we're thinking about him. But and my friends and family, everybody that's out there, we appreciate that. Ricky, everybody, man, I appreciate everybody out there. Thank you again. And I know I'm gonna miss a couple of guys, but I appreciate you. I watch you, and I give thanks where thanks is needed. So thanks again. We'll let you go get to Pat Green now.
It's gonna be good. I want John to get better. I really do. I want him to get better. So
He'll get better. He'll get better. Just message him.
We'll throw him. Well, I'm gonna do one better. I'm gonna throw him in. I've got a little list of people that we throw. We throw some extra thought to. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah. He's just under the weather. He's been kind of under the weather, but it's this dude. He built this from ground up, and lately he's been taking a step back, and I don't want him to think that he's not appreciated, because without him we wouldn't have what we have today. So thanks again, John, and everybody that does this. I mean, we got phenomenal guys behind the scenes: Nate, Roberge, Robert Church, Jerry, Odell, myself, John, Mark Retchen. I mean, every one of these guys are invaluable to what we do. So we thank you very much for everything. I'll let you get to Pat Green. This was an awesome race. Oh, this one hurts, man. I didn't want that caution to come out at the end.
Okay, we got Richmond coming up. You'll be fine.
Congrats to Banks, dude. He's a man. He's just like Nate out there. When Nate's not out there, I'm chasing Banks, one or the other. So
yeah, but
somebody wreck both of these guys.
They chase you too. So yeah, no, you can only get one or the other. Apparently, that's how that works.
Good job, guys. I appreciate them. Good job, man. We appreciate everybody that's out there. But thanks again. We'll catch you on Monday or Tuesday.
Monday.
Be out there.
Yeah, Monday's throwback series. All right, brother. We'll see you.
Thank you. Catch you later.
That's Michael Strickland coming home. P2 tonight. Last but not least, your throwback paint scheme winner. P3 tonight had a shot there at the end. My Shreveport, Louisiana, old man friend of Pat Green. Brother, that PepsiCo paint scheme was pretty smexy tonight. And, you went through 31 other drivers to finish third, 31 other drivers to win best paint. So you got some cash coming your way, but not a bad night.
Yeah, but that's good to know that I at least won something tonight.
Boy, you tried to get in, like you'd set up such a good run to get into the corner. It was almost, man, I don't know how on a level playing field you make such a clean effort. I mean, 3 and 4, he was just able to defend, and just watching that unfold, I was like, and then you got free, and then things happened, and next thing you know, yeah. I mean, you're holding on to third. Not a bad day.
Yeah, I was surprised I was still able to keep going after that. I was seeing Brandon get a little bit squiddly coming off two, so I said, well, maybe if I could just run the top line and get a good run, maybe I could get beside him and pass him. But just going into turn 3, at least to me, no matter what speed, it just felt like the car just wanted to wash up naturally. Then I didn't want to bum rush him in the corner, so I just I didn't breathe and held the brake down to where I didn't, run into him. So, but towards the end there, coming off of 2, that after I got loose, I just I held the wheel straight, and thankfully it told me wheel damage. So I thought it was going to have like a toe leak problem or something, but thankfully the wheel was still straight and still had enough speed to hold on to third, so not too bad.
Tell you what, there was a good look at this racetrack when it comes to being able to manage new tires. But I mean, the line around this racetrack was very, very, very tricky. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah,
It was a fine line between insane and good.
yeah. At least to be on the restart, you could somewhat maintain the bottom, um, in one and two, but after the tires warm up, you really couldn't run down there. I mean, you could try, and maybe the person on the outside, if you have a little trouble, you can get around them. But I noticed during the first stage, when I tried to run up high and cut low, it seemed like to me I wore out the tires even more. So I try not to do that as much. Just diamond in the corner. But yeah, just how to run this track is kind of weird, but I mean it's fun at the same time, so can't complain too much about it.
It was literally. I used the analogy. This was, the rock was being a mountain tonight, as bumpy as it was. I see all the marbles still left in the bottom side of the racetrack. Um, that's it's weirdly unique to see the dynamic tire wear show up, and just kind of what this track represents. When it comes to history. The next gen car is not ran here, I believe. I don't think they did. They hold on. I don't think they have.
No. um just in real life, the Xfinity and
Yeah.
trucks ran there this, but I think they're talking about trying to get the rock back at some point in Cup, but I don't see that happening, at least yet anyway. But it'd be cool to see.
Crazy. Yeah, the Xfinity and the Truck Series are scheduled to run um in April 2026.
Okay.
Yeah. Dale Earnhardt Jr. believes the next gen car may not be the best fit for Rockingham's characteristics. No kidding. No
No,
kidding. Yeah.
no, and yeah, yeah. It seemed like to me, dirty air was, when you see somebody running low, you try to run where they're not, and it seemed like it kind of worked out for me. But you just have to have a perfect line running around this place to really, you know, make a pass on somebody. So it was tough. And I didn't know if, when the tires were wearing out, if I get the message to say, hey, you need to take care of your stuff. Especially when we were getting, I think we were like 100 laps on those tires, before that last caution, before we, ran all the way to the end there. I was a bit nervous because that was the longest we ran, and I didn't know if the right front was going to last or not. Because I know I've been running kind of hard and just trying to pace myself and pitch myself in the arm, so I know just to back it down.
Yep.
But it still worked out.
Worked out for everybody in the long haul. It was a great end to the race. A great one. Great. I know it's unique. I know it's different, but it was worth the price of admission. And that 90, it's get some cash here tonight. So congratulations on the third, and of course congratulations on being the throwback paint winner. I mean,
Thank
yeah,
you.
you went through the bracket, brother. It was a ton of fun. But give your shout
Yeah,
outs, man. Oh, and talk
yeah,
about your
sure.
paint real quick.
Oh, yeah, that's 1983 Darrell Waltrip, Monte Carlo Chevrolet. I thought about using another scheme before I made that one, but I was looking at a 2007 Talladega race when Jeff ran that scheme. And so I remembered that DW ran that scheme years ago. So I said, well, maybe I'll give that a try since we're doing the uh, throwback race. But I didn't, since there was so many other good schemes out there, I didn't know if I'll make it all the way through the bracket or not. But I appreciate everybody that voted tonight, and thanks to Connor and GeoMax as well for putting putting the money up and everything for the prize winners.
It was crazy. All right, brother. Give the rest of your shout outs. You got a P3 finish here tonight. Off to Richmond next. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite tracks. So hopefully I make it two positions better, but we'll see. But yeah, thanks to Signature, thanks to you, good broadcasting as always. Thanks to Chop Shop, all the drivers out there, and everybody that participated tonight with the paint schemes. It was cool to see everybody out there, and thanks everybody for watching, and thanks again to GeoMax and Connor for the throwback prize tonight.
I know it's a pretty interesting way to think about prizes when you get to race with some cold hard cash. That's never a bad day. Never a bad day.
No, not at all.
All right, brother. Well, they're gonna take care of you, and as always, I appreciate you. And I'll see you next week.
Sounds good. See you later.
That's
Thank
Pat. You too. That's Pat Green coming on P3 tonight, and your throwback winner. How about it? We want John to feel better. Culture, thank you for the like, sir. There's a bunch of throwbacks tonight. It was absolutely amazing. Prayers to John from Churchy. Connor's your teammate. He is wonderful. He is an awesome dude. One of your favorite schemes tonight? Absolutely fantastic. All right. We got to end this one to begin another one. Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. Facebook and YouTube, we're going to be into the stream. Take it to Chop Shop. Twitch, we're staying live. As you can see, the multiplier has changed, and we got it all changed over. Like, follow, subscribe for out there if you're doing it. Midnight Thunder Series is going to be coming up here in about just under an hour. So I'm glad to have them back. So they'll be running Homestead Miami Speedway in the Gen 4 car. It's going to be a ton of fun. Yeah, it's going to be one of them, Homestead or Auto Club or something like that. But it's going to be coming up here in just Homestead. It's going to be coming up here in just under an hour. Thank you for all those likes, all the integrations, all the things that you folks did out there. Thank you very much to everybody who voted. Thank you to everybody who put the time in to help this be a success for these fine folks. Of course, thank you to Connor Hazel. Thank you to GeoMax. Thank you to Stay Tuned Sports, Chopping It Up podcast. Thank you to Ryan, and of course, John Hammond, Michael Strickland. Thank you to Budgie. To Penguin, and thank you to Jess for taking the time out of her night to help me. She didn't have to, and I'm glad that she did because love being able to integrate what we do as a community in my household, because it's to me it's different. It is different. So, folks, we love you. We appreciate you. Twitch, don't go anywhere. We're gonna stay live out on Twitch and just kind of try transfer things out, change things out, and through behind the scenes. If you haven't been behind the scenes with us over here at Signature Esports, a good time to go over to twitch.tv/Signature Esports, and make sure that you follow us everywhere else as well, so that way we can make sure that we're doing the thing. We're gonna be able to do the thing, do that thing. Do that thing. We love y'all. We'll see you soon.